Courtney Range. And a forward number 32, Thomas. The head coach of the Big City Blaze is Brian Gardier. He is assisted by Masaniba and Rashenda Gray. That is the starting line for Killer City Blaze.
Welcome back to San Leandro High School. Terry Nguyen alongside Camila Jackson once again, coming off that entertaining third game out of 4 today between the Berkeley Royals and the Tech City Titans. Hoping for more of the same. That was a down-to-the-wire game, and now we got the top 2 teams in the standings going toe-to-toe. Round 7, beg your pardon, round 8 of the PBA season nightcap getting underway. And off the bat, we got Sabrina Ma going out of bounds on the baseline. And the first possession is going to be going to the Phoenix, and here we go. It's going to be Zane Duckett running the show on this first possession. And here's the All-Star Game team captain of Team Black, Jess Lawson, losing the handle, and here comes Courtney Range. And getting in the passing lane is Alicia Wilson, going coast to coast, can't finish. Lawson right there to clean it up and puts it in on that fall-away jumper.
And Lawson is just a great scorer, but also a great player, and just also leads the league in steals too with 3.3 a game. So she's going to be the one to watch for the Phoenix today.
Prater off the bounce, and that jumper no good. She was the other captain for the All-Star Game, captain of the Team Gold.
And the MVP and the winner of that All-Star Game.
Way off on that triple. That's going to go out of bounds. Looked like Wilson's foot was on the baseline.
Wilson is just so athletic. If you saw that last possession, how she just soars in for the rebound.
Here's Lee taking it inside. Pretty ball movement, and the three-pointer goes down for Chandler Prater.
Great ball movement and a great one more pass by Imari Thomas to set up the shooter, Chandler Prater, who knocks it down, and it hits nothing but the bottom of the net.
Here's Ma in the corner, formerly at UC San Diego. And that shot no good by Lawson. Thomas' second chance won't go. Beg your pardon, that was Callis Kane. And Chandler Prater knocking down 2 shots early in this one.
And Prater with all 5 points for the Blaze. And as she let me know before the game, it's actually Khalees Kane and not Callis.
My apologies to Khalees.
That's what I said. I said, I got you, girl.
Let me write that down real quick so I don't forget. As we got a whistle and a foul, it's going to be Alicia Wilson at the line. 6'2" forward. Played in all now 8 games for the Phoenix this season and knocking down the first. Started in the All-Star Game last night and making the first free throw. Second one is up. And going 2 for 2. Also, one thing to note for the Bay Area Phoenix, Erica McCall, who hasn't played the entire season yet, She was warming up today, so she might be playing today. She also is the coach, or the assistant coach, I should say, at Stanford. So hopefully she can apply that coaching knowledge to the court. And if they do go on to win today, they'll be the first team to beat the Blaze this season. Ma whips it inside. Oh, Kane with the feed and the finish for Lawson.
Great job by Lawson to just continue to move. And once the defender turns their head, you cut back door, and she's able to get a great pass by Kane and able to lay the ball up and in.
Duckett. One player to beat, and a strong foul by Mila Lee. And she just walked away from all that trouble. So here's Zane Duckett. East Bay through and through. From Oakland, California, went to Cal State East Bay. Off the mark though on the first free throw. Also dyed her hair. Last year she had black hair, now it's an orange color, matching her team's colors in the process.
And it looks good too. Not too many people can pull off the orange hair, but it looks great on her.
I was gonna say, yeah, she's pulled it off very well. Lee, she'll swing it. Here's Range up top. Back out to Thomas, and Thomas in and out. But Prater right there to get the rebound and the reverse scoop layup.
Big guard Prater over there is constantly on the boards and always giving her team second and third chance opportunities as she's able to get that reverse layup to go in.
Inside with the pump, but no finish for Alicia Wilson. 7 apiece early in the first quarter. Mauricio spraying it out to Thomas for 3 and puts it in.
Mari, great job to spot up as Mauricio drive baseline, and she gives her a great outlet, and she's able to knock down the 3.
Oh, blocked by Duckett. And it's going the other way. So off the turnover, Bay Area able to recover.
Just great high hands by Duckett. A little bit taller than Mauricio, so was able to have that little bit of an advantage, but just a great job and a great block by her to not give up on that possession.
Zane Duckett last year played with Tech City, now taking her talents to Bay Area. Off the crossover, into the paint. With the offhand, finishes off the window.
Great job by Duckett to keep her dribble alive and just survey the floor, and once she realized she had that step on Mauricio, she lays it up and in for 2.
Range, big body, but she misses the layup after a nice move.
Great move by Courtney, and I know she wants that one back. Not able to get it to drop, and I know she wants that one back.
Prater, cookies, Zane Duckett with the steal, blocked by Prater. Get that cheese out of here.
And Prater just has her imprints all over this game to start. Already with 7 of the 10 Blazers points, 2 rebounds, 1 steal. So she's making an impact everywhere on the floor.
Duckett still looking, and it finds the hands of Alicia Wilson. Looking like Megatron with that pass reception.
Oh.
And Wilson can't finish the layup.
And just a great pass by Lawson there, and the bobble by Wilson, and she's not able to finish the easy layup.
Bay Area wanted a foul or a travel called, but they get the steal. Lawson, pull him. Too strong. Over 5 minutes gone by in the first. And Walker nails it from the elbow.
And she just has a great touch around the basket and provide excellent energy for the Blaze off the bench.
Kane, not that time. But a strong rebound by Wilson. Kane gets it back and knocks it down.
Great job by Kane to cut towards the basket, and the offensive opportunity by Alicia Wilson able to get them that extra basket.
A little bit of showtime, flash, but no finish, but a foul's called. And that'll take us to the first quarter media timeout. And we will step aside momentarily. So back at San Leandro High School, and Ebony Walker making her first trip to the free throw line. It's been a pretty tight game thus far in the first 6 minutes and change. Both teams just stacked with talent, as Erica McCall making her PBA debut for the 2026 season. She was an all-star last year in 2025. Also, Lovely Sinier in the game by way of Long Beach State. Sonier puts it up, and that won't go. McCall, no good. And rebound Bay City. Prater pulls up off the mark. And rebound Sonier. Lawson. You can see her trying to get her teammates more involved. Sonier gives it up, and McCall gets it stripped. Good defense by Bay City.
Great quick hands by Ebony Walker to swipe down and force the deflection from Erica McCall.
Also important to note, no Delia Moore for Bay Area today. One of the best shooters in the league. Probably one of the best shooters you'll ever see in women's basketball.
Yeah, she leads that Phoenix team with 46% for her team, and just second in the standings with Miyu being first with 56.
How about Lawson with the offhand, finishing off the window?
And Lawson is just solid. Might be small, but she is just so quick, and she's able to get her shoulder square to the basket, and she's able to make that layup.
Now, we just had a jump ball called, but I don't think that should have been a jump ball. I think Bay Area, they had possession of that. Jess Lawson was tumbling on her backside, trying to take it away from Amila Lee, but they call a jump ball, and it stays with Bay City. So, kind of a break, in my opinion, for the Blaze.
Yes, it's all about the angle that the ref has, and sometimes they call some unfortunate calls, but you just have to keep playing.
Mauricio, yes.
And if she gets going from three, it'll be hard to stop her. She leads her team with 43%, so she shoots it at a high clip. So even though they contested that, they got to get out there quicker and make her put the ball on the ground.
And on the entry pass, Erica McCall drawing a foul. Erica McCall, she's wasting no time asserting her physicality.
Yes, just a strong, big body and just hard to keep her off of the board. She provides so much energy for her team on both ends. Ooh.
And they're going to call a foul.
And if that's on Prater, I believe that's her third.
That's a very interesting angle, but the ref was kind of put in a tough spot there because that could have been a foul on probably 3 different players. They're just bodies going right towards each other. It's going to stay here with Bay Area, though. Saunier puts it on the floor, kicks out to McKellis. Shot clock down to 5. Saunier from the parking lot. And that's going to be a shot clock violation. Did not draw iron. So give it back to Bay City. And we got Courtney Range coming back into the game, taking out Chandler Prater.
That's tough for the Blaze as she's our second leading scorer without Coy Love here. And she just plays so hard and so aggressive and gives them second and third chance opportunities, but just does a great job on the defensive end as well.
Skip it across court to Range, and she nails it.
Courtney Range with the range as she knocks it down from deep.
20-13, 7-point lead for the reigning champions, also undefeated, 7-0, trying to make it 8-0 as Saunier gets it poked away from behind. Jasa Gamble in for the first time today for Bay City also. Mauricio, crossover floater, too strong. Lawson, can't finish. And it's controlled by Bay City.
Great job by Walker to keep McCall off the boards. That is such a hard thing to do, and she's able to use her body and box out and shield her from the ball.
And Walker missing on the pull-up jumper. Zane going all the way, but no finish. And they're gonna call a travel on, I believe, Ebony Walker. She can't believe it.
Yeah, I think we see this is gonna be a physical game. It's a lot of contact both ways on both sides. So players just gotta take a breath, grab the ball, and be strong with it and look for an outlet or push the ball up.
Lawson with the hezzy, but no finish. But then throws it off the hip of Courtney Range. So keep it here with the Phoenix. What a beautiful move that was. Just couldn't knock it down.
Yes, I think that would have been on her highlight if she was able to make that shot.
Still 10 on the shot clock for the Phoenix to work with, but Zane just blows the layup. So here comes the Blaze. Here come the Blaze, I should say.
And the Phoenix are getting a lot of good looks at the basket, and they're not able to convert on those layups.
Mauricio sprays it out. Range beats the buzzer. Now that's how you end the first quarter.
Courtney Range, 2 back-to-back possessions, knocking down the three-pointer. She's more of a stretch forward, so she loves to step out and hit that three, and she could definitely knock it down like we just saw there.
So a 10-point lead for Bay City after 10 minutes. Terry Nguyen alongside Camila Jackson will step aside momentarily. real quick, want to give a huge thank you to Little Caesars and Domino's coming in during the break of Game 3 and Game 4 today. Just good food, good vibes.
Shout out to Fatima for feeding us.
Fatima getting some social attention, if you want to call it, from a couple people in the stands.
Her job is never done.
Lawson pulls back, jumper, does not get the friendly roll. The call on the O board. Her shot no good, and controlled by back to the Phoenix, and Lawson draws the foul. So after all that, it's 2 free throws for her, and a chance to make it a single-digit lead.
And that is one way the Phoenix can get back in this game. As you see, McCall's already on the offensive boards. You see Lawson is on the offensive boards as well. So that is one way they can get back into this game, by giving their team second and third chance opportunities.
So these two teams, they played in the 2025 PBA Championship. That was called by my guy, Jacob Van Rokel. And Zena Keita, who works with the Golden State Warriors. And Bay City, they were down for most of that game, but they came back late in that one, and they beat the Bay Area Phoenix, who, coming into the game, they were the favorite. But Bay City said, nah, not today. And they took that one. And now today, Bay Area, they got a chance to get some get back. Here's Thomas. Pumps, puts it up. What a nice move for her.
And just a mismatch there by the smaller Madison McKellis, as Amari is able to get a deep post position and able to use her body and spin off and able to make the layup.
Here's Tamia Sandler, her first minutes today. Beg your pardon, Tamia Sodler. As Lawson draws the foul.
Jess Lawson does a great job of just getting downhill. She surveys, she sees where the help's come from, but she does a great job of squaring her shoulders to the basket and absorbing the contact and getting to the free throw line.
Jess Lawson, though, missed a couple of free throws already.
She only shoots 71% from the free throw line, so if they want to get back into this game, she's definitely going to have to knock down more of those free throws than she normally do, because she's getting to the basket and she's getting a foul call, but she has to take her time and knock those free throws down like she just did that last one.
Bay City, they're trying to go back-to-back, make it 2 championships in a row. And I say back-to-back because we got Drake playing right now.
Oh, goodness, not the Drake. And this would be their third one. So they would be back-to-back-to-back.
So back-to-back-to-back. See, Fatima or whoever is on the speakers, they're making it easy for me to say back-to-back like Drake, because Drake's playing right now. So you can't get mad at me for saying it because Drake's literally playing right now.
We don't support him over here.
Don't get mad at me for talking about Drake when he's literally playing. I want to say that right now.
I think they just forgot who's on the aux right now. It's just a shuffle playlist at this point.
Lead up to 13 for Bay City. Lawson finds a seam and finishes.
She has been great for the Phoenix to start already with 9 points, keeping them in the game, doing whatever she can, but doing a great job of just getting downhill.
And then Bay Area, they get the stop. McCall, that's a long 2. And I believe it's her first points. Yes, it is today. First point for her today and for the entire season. As Range cannot finish. Ma, whip it inside, and it's stolen by Range. In transition. Back outside to Lee. Lee. Now it's Thomas. Oh, Range using her body to seal off the defense.
And just a great recognition by Mari Thomas to see the smaller defender on Courtney Range, and she's able to throw it over top, and Range finishes the easy layup.
Another former Cal Berkeley Bear in Courtney Range. And McCall played across the Bay Area, or across the Bay, I should say, over at Stanford, knocking that one down. Pass to nobody, and here comes Lawson. Lawson
Ooh.
draws the foul, and Walker can't believe it.
She just does a great job of using her body to shield off the defender and puts the ball where no one can really get it, and they have to come through her body to get the foul called.
There's a lot of West Coast Power 4 representation today. We got Amari Thomas, UCLA, Erica McCall, Stanford. And we got a couple of Cal Berkeley Bears. We got Courtney Range, and we got, I'm tripping, just one, Courtney Range. I thought there was two, but I am corrected by myself. It's just one.
Just one.
I was thinking of, gosh, I know, I'm blanking on it. She played for Alameda last year.
Oh, Michelle.
Yeah, Michelle,
yes.
Yeah. With that said, lead down to 7 for Bay City. Walker in the corner, air ball, and rebounded by Wilson. And Wilson with the step through, but a travel.
Just have to do a better job of doing a jump stop. She's a little bit confused saying how is it a travel, but most certainly a travel as she shuffled her feet and didn't come to a 2-foot jump stop.
But Bay City, they've gone cold the last couple possessions. Let's see where they go on this possession. It's Walker on the wing. Hands off to Lee. Range. Not that time.
Lawson has been on the board. She already has 6 rebounds. She has been great for the Phoenix to start this game.
Somehow finds the hands of Wilson, but she can't finish. Loose ball, and it's controlled by Bay City. Nearly given away. And then Wilson just getting a little bit too handsy. Commits a foul at the halfway line.
You like the aggression, but you don't want to foul that far away from the basket. But you do like the defensive pressure that she's trying to apply. But once again, you do not want to foul that far from the basket.
And Tamia Sodler checking back in for the Phoenix alongside Sabrina Ma. Chandler Prater nearly traveled. Here's Range stepping through. Oh, what a find! And Prater with the finish.
Great job by Courtney to, even though she picked her dribble up, she didn't panic and she's able to survey the floor. And great job by Prater to continue to move and give her an outlet.
Ma, flyby. Side of the rim, no good. Long rebound to Sodler. And her jumper, no good. Rebound Range. And a whistle and a foul. And again, like you said, don't want to really foul 94 feet from the hoop.
Yes, at that point, you just want to get back and set your defense or pick up people in transition and just give yourself a chance to play defense. You don't want to compile the fouls and possibly send them to the free throw line once they get into the bonus.
31-22, 4:24 to go in the second quarter. Terry Nguyen alongside Camila Jackson, a little step aside. So 5 on the floor for Bay City. It's going to be Prater, Lee, Howard, Thomas, and Mauricio. And here's Mauricio. Loses the handle, but gets it back. And Prater wide open. That's the last person you want to leave open. Her all-around game is just suffocating.
And just a great job by Mauricio to stick with it and Chandler to give her an outlet in the corner to spot up, and that is her second 3 of the game.
Ma cannot find the answer. And Mauricio, the former 3-point champion, off the mark. He's gonna stay here with the Blaze. And the Phoenix wanted a kick ball, but they're not gonna get it. Instead, it's Lee. Inside and draws a foul, and Khalees Kane is in disbelief.
Foul Phoenix, number 23, Maggie Hurst.
Great job by Mila to put her head down and know she has a bigger post on her, so you have the advantage with the foot speed there. So great job by her for putting her head down and absorbing the contact and forcing the refs to call a foul.
And Mila Lee making it a 13-point lead for the moment. Make that 14 as Bay City now starting to stretch out the lead. Fully in the driver's seat at the current moment.
And that's what the Blaze do so well. They're able to just wear you down and play the full 40 minutes. So the second half is where they're really at their best. So it's going to be interesting to see if the Phoenix can stay in the game to that point.
Wilson can't finish. Wilson again. No. Lawson missing again. And they're going to call a foul. And that's going to go on Jess Lawson. Again, another foul. This time, it's 92 feet from the basket, but that does nothing better. So, another mental lapse for the Phoenix.
The Phoenix are getting opportunities at the basket. They're not able to convert on the layups. Once they get the offensive rebound, the Blazers are doing a great job of just having high hands and not fouling. So they're really making the Phoenix shoot tough shots.
Under 3 minutes to go in the first half. Howard sprays it outside to an open Thomas. In and out, rebound McCall.
I was almost down there for Thomas.
McCall inside, and the floater is good. You can never count out the Phoenix. With as much talent as they have, you can never, ever count them out.
I agree. They just have to do a better job of getting stops and then also just staying in this game to keep it as close as they can before halftime.
Blocked from behind. Erica McCall, right place, right time. And Lawson with a beautiful floater finish.
And Lawson is just so solid already with 13 points. You have to pick her up early because if she gets that downhill speed and gets to go at her full speed, it's going to be hard to stop her.
Howard, long 2, off the mark. And Lawson blocked by Prater. And then Lawson just dapped her up.
Love to see good sportsmanship, but just also you just have to give credit when credit is due. She knew it was a good block by Prater. Prater doing a great job of not picking up her 4th foul, just able to track the ball so well.
Ma, flyby, pull-up jumper, in and out. And timeout. Timeout. Brian Gardier. First team timeout. I'm still getting used to these 30-second timeouts. You know, I was about to say, we'll step aside, but it's so short. We'll just keep it here, you know what I'm saying?
Well, 30 feels like it's not really a 30 when you're a player, but when you're sitting here on the sidelines, it feels longer than that.
So it feels shorter as a player, but
Yes.
longer sitting over here.
Yes. But luckily for us, they do have the timer going there to show that they are giving them the full 30 seconds. But
Do you like that it feels longer?
No, I do not. I'm ready to get back to the action. But I know for the players, they want that 30 seconds because it gives them that 30 seconds of rest that they need to get their second win. And as a player, I would want that extra 30 seconds.
And one thing to point out, you know, this is a Blaze team where now they got a 3-player bench, which in the past they didn't have. They've played games with just 5, 6 players on the roster. So now they got 8, so they can give some more rest to those starter level players like a Mauricio or a Lee or a Prater. Here's Prater off the steal. And she'll slow it down.
And we got 2 players back there behind the players. They just got caught tangled up, but great for both of them as nobody came up with an injury.
And the Phoenix control. Zane in the front court. Let's see what they can do in the attacking 47. Duck it. Shot clock down to 4. Duck it. Pumps. Puts it up. Somehow, the bank is open.
Wow.
Wow.
That's the tough move by Zane. Just hit you with the step through and able to bank it off of the backboard, and it goes down.
Timeout, Bay City. I believe it's a use it or lose it situation, which is why they used it. So 11.6 on the game clock, and Coach Card, you're going to talk things over. How about that shot, though?
Just a tough shot by Zane. Great job by her to not panic as the shot clock was going down and you hear them counting 3, 2, 1. Does a great move, hits them with a shot fake and able to step through, and she's able to bank it off of the backboard.
Well, 11.6 seconds. Not exactly high stakes, but who do you want to see take the last shot of the first half, Camila?
I think you have to get the ball into Prater's hands or Thomas' hands. They've been the ones that's been solid right so far for the Blaze. You have Prater already with 12 points, and then you have Thomas with 2 threes already, so 6 points for her. So I think you want to get something either going towards the basket with Prater driving downhill, and maybe she can kick it out to Mauricio, who's the best 3-point shooter, or you can kick it out to Thomas as well. But I think you definitely have to get Prater and Thomas involved.
And we got one of the referees making sure all is good at the scorer's table. And I think, yeah, the Phoenix called timeout, so it's going to be an extended break for us.
That is always the worst, when you call a timeout and then the coaches call it right back after you when you're just ready to get the possession started.
Well, a thought just came to my head. You know, I got to ask Camila, since it's so popular in mainstream media, where do you think LeBron's going to go for his next chapter?
Hilarious. I'm feeling go back to Miami. I know he wanted to play with Steph, but I feel like at this point, like, they're a little too old for that, and it wouldn't be as good as it would have been in, like, kind of his golden years. Not saying he's not still good, because Steph is still Steph, but I think his best bet right now is just go back to Miami. Big 3, Bam, Giannis, him. That's kind of crazy.
I like your logic. Happy wife, happy life.
Like,
take your wife to the beach. You know what I'm saying? Thomas under the basket, blocked on the call, but a foul. She does not like the call. Erica McCall, from my perspective, I thought she got all ball.
from here, it did look like she got ball, but maybe she got her down low with the body. That's what I'm guessing, but just a great play by Bryant. And like I said, you want to get something going towards the basket, and you want to have Thomas or Prater involved. And right there, they had Thomas going to the basket. And great job. Oh, so many players coming in right now. But great job by Bryant to get Chandler out of the game right now, because you don't want her picking up a 4th foul.
So Thomas knocks down both. Lead back to 10. 5 seconds to go now. McCall spins, puts it up. No good. And that'll be the end of the first half. 38-28, Bay City in the driver's seat, looking to go to 8-0 and stay undefeated. But can the Bay Area Phoenix say not today on that? We'll find out after the halftime break, and we will step aside.
It's time for the second half of WPBA basketball.
And we're back for the start of the second half. 38-28, Bay City Blaze on top by 10. And Chandler Prater looking to continue right where she left off in the first half. Mauricio spots up and off the rim, controlled by Wilson.
And we see the Phoenix out there with a big lineup with Wilson at the 3, McCall at the 4, and Kane at the 5. Interested that they didn't start Lawson, and she's been pretty much their scorer for the Phoenix. So it's interesting that they didn't start her the second half.
And off the turnover, it's going to be Bay City ball. It's going to be interesting to see if players like McCall or Kane can get more involved for the Phoenix down low, especially McCall because it's her first game of the entire season. So she might be a little bit rusty.
I agree, but one thing both of those players are going to give you is second and third chance opportunity. Probably two of the best offensive rebounders in this league.
There's McCall off the steal. That could be good for her. Seeing at least something go through the basket, that could give her some rhythm.
And just a solid defensive possession that she was able to get the steal. Almost came up with another one right there, but she just does a great job of using her body and her length.
Lee, top of the key, misses everything. And all the doors but one are closed. You might think someone got to close that door.
It was a little drafty walking into that door, so maybe that caught a little bit of Amila's shot. She normally does an air ball, though. She normally knocks those down.
Mila Lee and Isabella Mauricio, probably the best shooting backcourt in the PBA. Wild shot from the baseline, no good by Sodler, but taken right back by Wilson. And Bay Area gonna slow it down. Sadler for 3, yes.
And her first points of the game comes at a timely time as they're able to get it under 10. But Phoenix have to be careful because this is where the Blaze usually plays their best basketball, and they're able to separate from teams in this third quarter.
Meanwhile, Alicia Wilson might have banged up her shoulder. She looks okay now as Prater nearly a wedgie, but it falls down. McCall pulls up. Off the rim, no good. Loose ball controlled by Wilson. It's gonna stay here with the Phoenix. Chance to make it a single possession lead. Whip it inside, and Wilson, they're gonna say jump ball, but the shot clock might have been at 1 second or less. And it appears that it will indeed stay with the Phoenix. Shot clock at 1.
And I think they should have actually had somebody else other than McCall take it out so they could throw it up to her.
Well, now it is going to be a shot clock violation. I think this next possession, though, really, really key for Bay City. They've gone kind of stagnant to open up the second half. Prater almost lost the handle, gets it back, and puts it in, plus the foul. So what could have been a turnover ends up with a possible 3-point play opportunity.
And great job by Prater. Kind of like a big guard there, but she does a great job of going to the basket and being strong when she is hit with the contact, and she does a great job of finishing.
So 8-point lead now for Bay City, 41-33. Sadler, hezzy pull off the mark. Prater, why not let it fly? She's open. 6 straight points for Chandler Prater, and it's up to an 11-point lead just like that. Sadler going coast to coast, but no finish.
And this is where the Blaze are dangerous, because once they score, they're able to score in bunches, as Mauricio also hits a 3. And then you look up, and then you're down more than 10 points.
That was 3 consecutive three-pointers in a 45-second span for Bay City. And just like that, the lead is up to 14.
And that's why I said they're more dangerous in the third quarter. It's like they go into halftime and they just click different when they come out in that third quarter. They come out with more energy. They come out with more defensive pressure. They're able to turn you over. They get out in transition, and then they also spot up very well, and they have great shooters like Chandler Prater and Isabella Mauricio. And pretty much that whole 5 can step out and shoot the 3. So it's really hard to help, because once you help, you're leaving shooters wide open, and they're able to find them very well.
So let's see what Bay Area can do coming out of this timeout.
I think the Phoenix struggle a little bit when Lawson is not on the floor, as she's their best scorer for that team. So they struggle with having her out for that 4 minutes.
Zane in the paint, yes. Sneaking her way through the defense. Here's Range, falling away. And rebound, Khalees Kane. And Lawson back in the game for Bay Area, the team's leading scorer. And McCall knocks it down.
I think McCall is starting to get her footing back, as she's seen a couple baskets go through and starting to look like her old self again.
And now it's back down to a 10-point lead. And then Erica McCall drawing a foul. But here come the Phoenix again. Just after they blow a 9-0 run, they come out of the timeout, and they look a lot more fresh.
And I think that's just Lawson being on the floor. She draws a lot of attention, and she's able to open up the floor for more players. So I think when Lawson's on the floor, the Phoenix has a better advantage.
Here's Duckett on the crossover, spinning her way inside. Nearly got her own miss, but it goes off her fingertips. About halfway through the third quarter here at San Leandro High School. Prater still got the rock, looking for something. Shot clock down to 6. Mauricio splits the defense and misses everything. It's gonna stay here with Bay City. You know, the shot clock resets to 14, but I don't think they hit the rim.
Did it reset? It looked like it's still at 13.
Because the shot clock was down to 2 when she attempted the layup.
Maybe it hit the little corner there.
Possibly.
But that's an advantage for the Blaze. Sometimes they can't see it with the players blocking, but that's an advantage for the Blaze because it gives them more time on the shot clock, and Bryant's going to draw up a great out-of-bounds play for them to potentially score on.
Beg your pardon, a media timeout in the third quarter, and we'll step aside momentarily. So it is going to be Bay City ball with 13 on the shot clock. Comes out to Thomas, way outside the perimeter. Range with the quick trigger, and long rebound to Jess Lawson. Duckett. She'll bounce it to McCall, pulling up and knocking it down from 17 feet.
Oh, another long two by McCall. She got to get her toe off the line there.
Prater gets it back. And McCall gets the better of that matchup. Letting her know after. She says, let's go. Come on.
And there's the energy that McCall provides on both ends of the floor. As you see her just knock down that jump shot, and then she's able to come down and also get a tough block on the smaller Prater.
But Walker, oh, she missed the layup. Had a wide open look on that backdoor cut. Howard, tween, step back three-pointer, puts it in. How about that move from the corner?
Just a tough move by Net Howard there, as she's able to knock down the three from deep.
McCall, pull up. Off the heel, no good, and rebound, Mila Lee. Tom Brady, nearly intercepted, but it finds the hands of Jason Campbell.
Sometimes it's just the way the ball comes off, and even though it's tipped, it's able to be tipped to Jasa, and she's able to go up for the easy lay.
And now it's up to a 13-point lead. Kane, tough jumper. Batted around and controlled by Prater. In semi-transition. Prater pumps inside, nearly maneuvered her way into the paint, but tripped up on the way inside. I thought we had a DJ here earlier today that would play music as the possession would go on, like possession by possession, kind of like what you see at NBA games, but I guess they might have left because now it's just the aux.
Yes, definitely a shuffle playlist going on over there.
And Prater knocks down the second. It's up to a 15-point lead for Bay City.
Prater just been so solid this game. Already above her average. She only averages 19.6, already with 20 in the third quarter.
Ma spots up, and the elbow jumper not gonna go.
Ma has been very quiet this game, not on the board yet, but hopefully for the Phoenix, she'll be able to knock down some shots and get going and get them back in this game.
Walker falling away, air ball. But if you're the Phoenix, if you want to have any chance to win this game, a comeback got to start sooner rather than later.
Absolutely correct. They need to start making their push now. You can't get it all back in one possession, so you want to compile stops, and then you also need to be able to score on the offensive end. Ooh.
And the call drawing a lot of contact. But I believe it's going to be side out. Nope, it's going to be free throws. Beg your pardon. So it was in the shooting motion. And the call, just the gravity she attracts on offense, really showing why she's a former WNBA player.
Yeah, she commands so much attention, and you have no choice but to send multiple bodies at her. And it really takes the whole team to guard her, and you have to be in space. And the Blaze does a great job of being in space and being in help.
But missing the second free throw. And another foul for Bay Area. 90+ feet from the basket. Just cannot have those errors if you want to win this game.
Definitely don't want to foul when you're trying to get back into this game, because you don't want to put them into the bonus to be able to get free points at the line. So you got to do a better job of not reaching and just have high active hands.
Under 2 to play in the third quarter. And Thomas with a nice layup. Couple bodies falling on the floor. Everyone looks okay though. Ma from the parking lot misses everything. It's gonna stay here though. Zane for 3.
Great job by Erica to follow up that miss by Ma and give them a second chance and to find the spot up shooter in Zane.
But then Ebony Walker right there to counter.
The Blaze do a great job of not being stagnant, everybody moving, sharing the ball, and having timely cuts.
And they're gonna call a foul on Jasa Gamble. I thought she did a good job at staying her ground and owning her spot, but ref thought otherwise.
I agree. It's been contact both ways. I think some plays can be let go, but sometimes you just see the body getting thrown and they're forced to call something, just like on that last play right there.
And right there again, Zane Duckett going inside, drawing the foul. It's going to be on Isabella Mauricio. I kind of get that vibe that every time the Phoenix makes some mini run, it just gets shut down by the Blaze.
Yes, basketball is a game of runs, and the Blaze do a great job of maintaining their composure and just staying solid, that even when their team does go on runs, they know they're going to have a run of their own. So they don't panic, and they just do a great job of sustaining their run and then having their own mini run of their own.
So here's Jasa Gamble coming off the bench today for the Blaze as Walker misses on that layup attempt.
And the taller Walker with a size advantage over the smaller Jess Lawson, so she has to take her time and finish that layup.
And if any comeback wants to start, it really starts with Jess Lawson. Lawson creating and hitting.
Tough shot by Lawson, as we've seen the pressure defense there by Amelia Lee, which is known to be a great defender in this league, and Lawson just able to go up and over her.
Ooh. Lawson just dribbled right into traffic, and it's going to be a jump ball. So it's going to go back to Bay City. But you talk about a shot creator. That was a shot-creating shot by Jess Lawson earlier.
You have shot takers and you have shot makers, and Jess Lawson is definitely a shot maker.
So shot clock turned off. Game clock at 21.7. It's going to be Lee to inbound. So one final chance in the third quarter for Bay City to increase their lead. They can take as long as they would like. Prater with the left hand and a late whistle. but I believe it's the right call. It's going to send her to the free throw line.
Yes, as she does a great shot fake and gets McCall up in the air and really nowhere for her to land. So great move by Prater.
Still time, though, after this for Bay Area to possibly get a shot up. 4 seconds is a lot of time.
Prater does a great job of just knocking down the free throws at the free throw line. She shoots a high percentage with 92%.
Final seconds. Lawson, good if it goes. And no whistle as the third quarter comes to a close, 60-46.
That tough possession there for the Phoenix. It looks like she didn't really have anywhere to land when she came down from that three-point shot. So just a tough possession there as there was a no call, but just a great job by the Blaze to get out in this third quarter. And this is where they really separate from teams because they're able to turn you over and then they get out in transition and they're able to get layups or they get the open three.
Well, we'll see if the Phoenix have any magic left in them. Erica McCall, like I mentioned at the start of the game, playing in her first game today for the entire season. Maybe the first 3 quarters, she got to knock some rust off. Fourth quarter, she's saving that magic.
I agree. Just her first game back. So, you know, like you said, a little bit rusty, but once she starts to see 2 and 3 shots going, she's starting to look like her old self, and she's giving them that energy. She's giving them that defensive prowess that she gives when she's getting the blocks, she's getting the rebounds. So she's definitely bringing that energy, and it'll be a great fourth quarter.
And we will step aside very briefly. So start of the fourth quarter. Bay City looking to improve to 8-0 as the game clock is broken. Looked like Stephanie, the game clock operator, might have fallen asleep for about 5 seconds.
It's been trouble with this clock, so I don't think it's more so the operator. I think there's been like problems with the clock and its connection maybe.
Could be.
But it's interesting to see that the Phoenix hasn't got Alicia Wilson back in the game. She's been a great spark for them, especially on the boards with 8 boards. So want to see if she'll get back into this game and give them some second and third chance opportunities.
Lawson showing off the handle. Inside to Kane, no good. Almost an and one, but it's gonna be 2 free throws.
Great job by Lawson to be patient. And once she came off the screen and saw the bigger defender switch on to her, she knew there was a mismatch underneath the basket with her big Kane, and Kane did a great job of sealing off the smaller Prater and just not letting her get back in front and forcing her to foul.
And Kane cannot convert on the free throw. Gotta capitalize on these moments if you want to come back if you're the Phoenix.
Yes, but also a good foul by Prater as Kane shoots the lowest on the team with 53% from the free throw line.
Whip it inside to Thomas. Around the horn it goes. Lee, crossover, the finger roll is good. What a pretty move.
And do you notice how everybody on the Blaze touched the ball in that possession? They do a great job of moving the ball. The ball doesn't stick, and they're able to force defenders to help and then they're able to get that open layup like Mila did.
But then Erica McCall up to 15 points for her. I would say pretty good game for her considering it's her first game of the year.
Yes, once you start to see them jump shots go through, you kind of have to not give her any space, because once she turns and face up, she really loves to face up. That's her move. So you really got to close out and let her see a hand.
And then Amari Thomas, just so fundamentally sound. Leave her too much space, it's like a layup for her.
Yeah, she can knock it down from deep. She can knock down the mid-range, but she can also post you up kind of in the middle between a guard and a forward, so she's always a mismatch for somebody, mismatch nightmare.
And here's another turnover. Mauricio turns on the Jets, and all Sabrina Ma can do is just give her a hug and foul her. It's going to be Ma's first.
And the Phoenix have to make a decision if they want to stop the bleeding now. They're going to have to choose to get stops, because pretty soon the Blades are going to blow this lead open.
Got to think down 15 with 8 minutes to go. Got to play almost the perfect game to come back, especially against this Bay City team. So unrelenting. Lawson dumps it off, and Kane right there to put it up and in.
Great job by Lawson to get out quick in transition, not give the Blades a chance to set up and score quickly by jumping it off to Kane.
That's exactly what you want to see if you're a Phoenix fan. Callis Kane, 2 buckets in a short span.
Khalees.
I apologize, Khalees. It was habitual. My bad.
But did I just see a Euro step from Khalees? Great job with the steal and able to get it in transition with a nice Euro.
And Walker, too strong on that jumper. Controlled by Gamble and Bay City, however. But then they turn it over. Lawson behind the back. Lawson coast to coast. Lawson with the finish.
And if you're the Phoenix, that's exactly how you get back in the game. You compile stop after stop like we just saw the last 2 possessions, and you get out quickly and transition before the Blaze has a chance to set up their defense.
Howard wants a screen, goes the other way, draws a double and draws a foul. And it looks like the foul's gonna go on. It is gonna be Erica McCall. It's also her 4th foul of the game.
Yes, kind of make you a little bit hesitant to know you can't be quite as aggressive because you're worried about picking up the last 2 fouls. But she's had her hand in pretty much every possession recently.
Miscommunication, and that's gonna be a turnover. And the Phoenix, only down by 9, they've kind of clawed their way back a little bit. But we've seen Bay City kind of shut the door on all these mini runs they've had. But can the 4th quarter be the difference?
Will the Phoenix be able to break through this final, get this last little mini run, and bring it to a single possession? And that just depends on if the Blaze will continue their pressure defense. But normally when they pressure and they make you do things that are uncharacteristic of yourself, and then that's how they're able to jump out and get the lead.
And that one goes out of bounds. Khalees Kane trying to save it. Her body was on the baseline, so it's gonna go back to Bay City. 6:30 to go. Shout out to the mop lady. What you laughing at?
It's just the timing of that. But yeah, shout out to her for keeping this floor nice and dry. Always there when players fall.
I was doing that job last year. I'm just saying, that job deserves some recognition.
It does.
I was
It
doing
does.
the same thing she was doing last year.
I can't argue. Hey, we need everybody in this league, from the players to the coaches to the fans to the people mopping the floor.
Walker, in and out. And Walker tried to save that possession, but it's going to go back to the Phoenix. And Chandler Prater coming back in, trying to close the door shut and keep the season undefeated for Bay City.
And we've seen the Blaze come in with subs multiple times. I don't think nobody's been subbed out for the Phoenix. And I want to see if that'll play a factor in the fatigue, as they have 4 subs and not one of them have touched the floor in this fourth quarter.
I'm surprised we haven't seen more of Alicia Wilson.
I agree. She did a great job on the boards for them, able to get them second and third chance opportunities. So I would hope he would get her back into this game at some point.
Meanwhile, Prater just unstoppable right now. She's up to 24 points. Zane, need it. Can't hit. And it goes out of bounds. And it's going to Bay City. But that's going to be essentially a free possession given to Bay Area. Just an unforced error. That's the last thing I would have expected to have seen from a player of Chandler's caliber.
Yes, the ball just looked like it kind of slipped out of her hand. She did everything she could to try and grab it really quickly, but the backcourt violation was called.
Lawson can't finish. McCall comes flying in, and it's back down to a 9-point lead.
McCall doing a great job. Once again, she stays on those boards, and she's up to 17 points, looking pretty much like her old self.
And Howard unable to finish on the baseline jumper. And McCall just lost her footing. Walker 2-on-2, Walker to the rim. And a whistle and a foul. Good to see McCall get up though. She looks A-okay after slipping on the floor. And we got a media timeout, 4:42 to go in the fourth quarter, 57-66 Bay Area, trying to snap the undefeated record from Bay City. We'll step aside. All right, we got 4 minutes and 42 seconds until round 8 of the PBA season comes to a finish in 2026 as Ebony Walker knocks down the first free throw. 4 minutes and 42 seconds from Bay City remaining undefeated, 8-0, or Bay Area Phoenix improving to 6-2. Only 1 game shy they would be of the Blaze if they were to come back. But a comeback should start now if they want to have any hope, as Duckett draws a foul.
Foul plays number 1. That is her second. Second team foul.
So it's going to be Lawson to throw it in. In the hands of Ma. Ma going inside and the finish.
And that is her first bucket of the game. Let's see if that can get her going as she finally sees one go through.
Prater pulls up, in and out. That was halfway in. And Ma comes out of the pack with it. Duck it. Kick out. McCall for 3.
Woo.
Eat it and got it.
As you see, McCall running by with a smile, but that is the second long 2 of the game. She got to get, as she run back and says, I'm back. She's hilarious, but she has to get her toe behind the line.
She knows exactly where to point also. That's very funny.
It's just tough for the Blaze right now because Chandler is their leading scorer right now with 24 points in this game and just been so great for them, and she has to take a rest right now with her 5th foul.
So lead down to 7. Bay Area still with some hope. McCall falling away. Air ball. But it's saved by Lawson into the hands of Ebony Walker going the other way. And Lee gonna slow it down. Approaching the 3-minute mark in the 4th quarter. Thomas for 3. Puts it in. That's a big time bucket for her.
Another long 2. These players got to get their toes behind the line.
Beg your pardon, it was a long 2. So 2 long 2s in a row. One by McCall, one by Thomas. Ma, step through, count it, and 1.
Welcome to the party, Sabrina Ma. As the last 2 possessions, she's able to get tough shots, and she's able to go to the line to complete the and 1.
I covered Sabrina Ma during my time with UCR Athletics, and Sabrina Ma, she was one of the best shooters in the Big West during my sophomore year at UCR. Lawson, in and out, needed that one badly. Gets it back though. Duck it, blows the tire, no whistle, and a shot clock violation. If you're Bay City though, can't let your foot off the gas. Still gotta close the deal. Thomas lowers the shoulder and flips it in.
Like I said earlier, just a mismatch nightmare as the smaller Sabrina Ma is on her. And she's able to make a strong hard move to the basket.
Kane with the shot, says PA announcer Rock. That's too easy for the Phoenix. Mauricio pumps, goes inside, blocked by McCall. Saving the day on defense once again.
Just a great job by McCall as she's seen her teammate gets beat, but good job by the Phoenix to not foul and to trust that their teammate McCall is in help, and she's always there, and she's able to come up with a tough block.
So it's going to be Lee to inbound. Walker, yes.
Walker is always there when they need timely plays. She just is a solid player and just always gives them timely baskets.
Lead back to 9. McCall falling away, puts it in. Looking like Dirk with that fadeaway jumper.
And that is her move. Anybody that watches her knows she loves to face up, and once she does that turn away fadeaway, it's tough to block because she's so tall and long, and she does a great job of sealing off her defender.
Poked away and duck it. No one in front of her. And down to a 5-point lead. Getting a little bit spooky in here, Camila.
We have had a great game so far. Blaze have been in control the whole time, but we're seeing the Phoenix putting their foot on the gas to get back into this game with a little bit under a minute 30. And will they be able to make this final push, especially because they have not subbed this entire fourth quarter?
So Bay City, undefeated season on the line. 88 seconds until they can close the deal. And once again, it's going to be another one of these short timeouts. So both teams got to come back ready to play.
I feel like that one was the shortest of them all. That was very quick.
The one just now?
Yes. Like, I don't even think they had a chance to draw anything up.
Just get water and go back out there, pretty much. Or Gatorade. Or Hippie.
Hippie energy drink.
The official energy drink of the women's PBA.
It definitely gives you energy. I took a couple sips and I definitely felt like I was a little like Energizer Bunny there.
I might get a little sip before I hit the road, go back home after this game. So 88 seconds to go in the nightcap of round 8 of the women's PBA season 2026. Bay City and Bay Area, the top 2 teams in the standings, going at it. Lee off the bounce. Lee inside, blocked. Looked like Callis Kane, begging your pardon, Khalees Kane got in the thick of it on defense. Lawson going inside. Lawson can't finish. McCall and one.
Erica McCall stays on the boards, and it's so tough because it's like she's such a big body. How do you not keep her off the board? She does a great job of driving you under the basket and does a great job of absorbing the contact and trying to go to the line to complete the and one.
Erica McCall. She's had incredible moments thus far today. She needs a few more if she wants her team to come back from as much as 15 down and take the O off the record of Bay City. Lee lost it, gets it back. No, it's going the other way.
Oh my goodness. I'm just over here just shaking my head because this has been some great basketball by both teams. And we see they both really want to win this game.
Chance for a 2-for-1 if Bay Area would like to do so.
If you're the Phoenix, you got to get something, either just going to the basket or you need to give the ball to. And right on cue, you have Jess Lawson pulling up for mid-range, which she is deadly in that mid-range.
Lee going quick. Lee to the bucket. No good. And rebound controlled by Bay Area. Lawson, timeout. Timeout, Bay Area. 31.5 in the game clock. And we got a ball game.
And who has their hands in everything? Erica McCall with another timely block there. She's already with her 4th block of the game. And like she said, she's back. As she run down the floor, she laughed at us and said she's back. She's here with 24 points with her first game back in the WPBA.
And once again, we got another lightning fast timeout. Feels like I had 2 seconds to get a water break in for myself.
This will be a very interesting finish as we have a tie game here with 30 seconds left to go, and not too many teams have took the Blaze down to the wire. You see teams able to stay in the game with them in the first half, and then once the second half goes, they really kind of blow teams out of the water. But hats off to the Phoenix by competing. Even though they were down big, they stayed and they competed in this game, and they were able to come up with timely stops and have timely baskets, and that's why we have a tie score here now.
Shot clock down to 5. Kane in the paint, misses everything. Loose ball, and they're gonna say shot clock violation. Bay Area pleading their case. They want a foul call. They want something that isn't a turnover.
Oh, wow. It's so tough in these last possessions because there's been a lot of contact, and she's been getting the calls every other time up the floor. So it could have gone either way, but just a tough possession there by the Phoenix as you really wanted to get a score there and be up 2 as the Blaze will have the last possession.
So 9.4 on the game clock. Bay City, the spoils of talent on their roster. With that in mind, what do you want to see on this final possession, Camila?
I think you have to go to Prater. She's been a beast today. So I think you have to go to Prater, and if she's not able to get the basket off of driving, she could kick it. She can kick it to a plethora of options. You have Amari Thomas that can spot up. You got Mauricio that can spot up. So you have plenty of people that's out there that can spot up, but I think the ball either has to be in Prater's hands or in Thomas's hands.
We got Basine Ba chatting it up with a far side referee as we await to see what Bay City will elect to do on what could be the final possession of the game, barring any overtime.
And you see a defensive sub right here for the Phoenix as they put in Tamia Sadler to guard Prater.
In the hands of Thomas. Prater. And they had a foul to give. It's a good foul with 4.6 to go.
Foul case number 24. That is your fifth.
But now McCall has to be careful because if it potentially does go into overtime, she has 5 fouls. But just a heads-up play there by the Phoenix as Chandler Prater was getting downhill. So that was either going to be a basket or a foul. So great heads-up play by them to get the foul.
Thomas, got to get busy. Thomas, no. And we're going to overtime again.
2 back-to-back overtime games. Just an interesting play. As I said, you want the ball in Prater's hands or you want the ball in Thomas's hands. Did seem like it was a little bit of contact there, but the refs can't decide the game unless it's like blatant contact. So they might have got away with one, but if you're Thomas, I know she wants that one back, and 9 times out of 10, she's going to make that layup, but just unfortunately, as she left it a little bit short.
So we got 3 more minutes of action here at San Leandro High School. Terry Nguyen alongside Camila Jackson. We'll step aside momentarily and come back for the start of OT. All right, so we got another jump ball. Start of the overtime regulation period. McCall and Range. Stanford versus Cal meet at the center circle and controlled by McCall. Bay Area looking to knock the O off the record of Bay City, while Bay City look to move to 8-0 and stay undefeated in this 2026 PBA season. Lawson, shot clock down to 5. Lawson, tough jumper, and controlled by Bay City. Into the attacking 47, Mauricio. Now it's Range, back to the basket. Range, spinning, puts it up, and gets the friendly roll with the left hand.
great move by Courtney. They're able to use her body to seal off the bigger McCall, and she's able to use the backboard and able to get that one to fall.
Lawson again up top, orchestrating. Now it's Kane. Step through. And is that 3 in the key?
Once she dribbles, it's supposed to reset, so I'm a little confused at that one, but
It is 3 in the key, though. Am I right? Or
yes, he called it 3 seconds. Yes.
You know, I'm with you. I thought that would have reset.
Yes, I think it's because if she dribbled, that was a quick. Ooh.
Zane all the way. No. Zane gets it back. Zane. Body's falling to the floor. And it's going to stay with Bay Area. Wow.
This has been a game for the ages.
It was Zane, oh yes, then oh no, then oh yes. And now it's just side out. 14 on the shot clock for Bay Area. Here's McCall. One-on-one against Range. Back to the basket. Tough jumper. And it's airballed, controlled by Bay City. Prater with a Euro step. No finish. Dunk it for 3. Off the mark. Rebound Lawson, and Lawson can't finish. A lot of contact. It's gonna stay here with Bay Area.
The guards are really on the boards for both teams here. You have Lawson with 12 rebounds. She is standing at all of 5'7", and she just puts her mind to it that she's gonna get that board, and she does.
Ma, big time finish. Body's falling on the floor. Still loose. And they're gonna say give it to Bay City. Coach Brian Gardner is loving what he's seeing.
Great hustle by both teams. As you see, Ma was the first to the floor after she shot that shot. But just great hustle and energy by both teams. As you see, they're leaving it all out here on the floor today. No credit for the mop lady this time?
Nah, she doing good. She doing good.
Should have been a lot of sweat to mop up after that last one. That was almost like a dog pile there.
So Bay City up by 2 with possession. Prater pumps, gives it up. Range. Mauricio for 3. And it goes over the backboard, stays in play, and a fresh 14 for Bay City.
And the Phoenix are fortunate that Mauricio did not knock that down. She shoots it at a high clip of 43%.
Mauricio, floater is up. Ooh. Does not get the friendly roll, and controlled by Kane. Under 30 seconds to play here at San Leandro High School. Duckett with the spin, and Duckett cannot finish. McCall, no. McCall again draws a foul with 15.6 on the game clock.
Erica McCall with 2 tough offensive rebounds and just forcing the refs to call that foul. Now she has a chance to tie the game as the Phoenix are down 2 points.
2 big free throws for Mrs. McCall. 15.6 on the game clock.
Can we talk about that spin move by Zane there to just shed the defender like that? That was an insane spin move.
It was. And think about the context of McCall taking these 2 free throws. Hasn't played the entire season. Comes in the middle of the summer. First game back. In overtime, hooping. Capital H hooping.
More than hooping, she's already almost with a double-double as she needs 1 more rebound, but she has 26 points for the Phoenix, and she didn't even start this game, but she is most definitely finishing it.
Timeout Bay City timeout. Brian Gardier, one last chance to talk things over.
And Brian is going to draw up something serious right now. As we've seen before the last play to go into overtime, he drew up a great play for Thomas to come off and pretty much get almost a wide open layup there, and she just wasn't able to finish it. But I know he has something else in his back pocket.
So he was in the exact same situation about 20 Earth minutes ago where they had a chance to win in regulation, couldn't get it done. What do you think Coach Gardier wants to draw up this time?
Once again, you have to put it in the hands of Prater or Thomas. Once again, they've been very solid and they make great decisions. And if they're not able to get the shot, they know they have shooters that they can kick it out to. So I think you have to put them in a position so where they can make a decision or they can make the shot.
It's going to be Lee to inbound from the hash mark. Pass to no one. Just the unforced error, and it's going to Bay Area. Wow.
A great idea. I see what the Blazers were trying to do, trying to get a back screen and have the defender helping too high. But Mila just did not give them a chance to get set, and they were not able to break the contact of the Phoenix.
So timeout, Greg Ron. Now it's his turn to draw something up. Mind you, he's got no Delia Moore, but he's got Erica McCall.
I agree, and I think they have as good a chance of any right now with either putting the ball in McCall's hands or you put the ball in Lawson's hands to make a play. But I think the best bet would to be a pick and roll with Lawson and McCall and see what the defense does. And if they step up with Lawson, they have to give her an outlet. But I think there should be a pick and roll and everybody else space out between Lawson and McCall.
76, 9.2 on the game clock.
My heart is beating fast. It's like I'm out there.
Where else would you rather be than SLHS? Final seconds of the nightcap of round 8 of the PBA season 2026. Here's Lawson near the logo. Lawson lost the handle, gets it back. Body's falling on the floor. She'll just throw it up. And we're going to sudden death double OT.
And just great defense there by Chandler Prater. And kind of not strong with the ball there for Lawson and didn't really get a chance to get a handle over it. But if you're either one of these teams, this is not a situation you want to be in because now you're in sudden death and it's first shot win. So all this hard work that you didn't put in for these multiple overtimes, you have to really make an all-out move, an all-out effort to get the stop or to make the shot first before the other team.
Curious to see how the jump ball impacts all of this, because you never really think the jump ball is a massive play. This is a massive play right here, the jump ball.
Exactly, and Erica McCall won the last one, so you want to see who she's able to tip it to, but you see they change up the matchup with Ebony Walker this time to see if they're able to get this tip. But yes, it definitely plays a part with who wins the jump ball because then you're going to have the first possession and you have the first chance to score.
So it's going to be McCall going up against, it looks like Ebony Walker. It's not going to be Courtney Range this time. She's actually going to be on the bench to start this second overtime period, which could be as long as 5 minutes or as short as 5 seconds. We're about to find out. Controlled by Bay City, but it's given away. Here comes Zane. Cross court to Ma. Lawson for the win. Gets the friendly roll, and that'll do it. Jess Lawson taking the shirt off, celebrating on the baseline, says I'm that woman. Shirt off, game over, let's go home. Let's go home.
Just a tough turn of events as you see Amila Lee sneaks in at the last chance because she knew McCall was going to win that jump ball, and they were not able to hold on to the possession. And you see Zane do a great job driving baseline, kicks it out to Ma. Ma does one more to the mid-range killer and Jess Lawson, who finishes this game with 21 points and 12 rebounds. She is solid for the Phoenix, and just a great game by both teams, and just a great performance by Lawson and McCall. And if it wasn't for those two, the Phoenix would not be here with this win tonight.
So the O is taken out of the Bay City Blazers record. They're gonna fall to 7-1, and the Bay Area Phoenix, they're improved to 6-2. What a game. What a 2 games, actually. That's 2 of the best games you'll see back-to-back ever in your life.
Like you said, what a game. It literally came down to the wire, and you've seen both teams really just wanted the win. And just hats off to the Phoenix. They did not give up, and they fought this whole entire game, even after being down almost over 15 points. And they were able to take it one possession at a time and get back into this game, and not only get back into this game, but also win this game.
Well, that'll do it for round 8 of the PBA season. 78-76 is the final score. Bay Area coming back from down as many as 15 points and giving Bay City their first loss of this 2026 season. For Camila Jackson, I'm Terry Nguyen signing off. We'll see you next week on Saturday at St. Leandro High School once again. Good night.